Welcome fartlers, how's it going? Welcome to my latest video, and that video being the top 10 worst DooM levels. Yay! The ultimate DooM. All 4 chapters of Boom, Doom and Jobby. As it was last time, as it is this time, 10 being the least, and 1 being the worst. On with the show! 10. First one out the bag, Phobos Anomaly. Now, I love the Knee Deep in the Dead episode. It's my favourite episode of all the episodes in the game. It's probably my favourite bunch of levels in the original Doom, Doom 2 and all that pish, you know what I mean? So, I was very disappointed when I came to the end of the level, end of the episode rather, and I was greeted by this thing. I mean, I give it a little bit of leeway. It's not my most hated level by any means, but it's a disappointing end to a great episode of levels. It's short, it's boring, and it didn't really add it. And the only thing that really introduced was the Barons of Hell, which right after this level, they just become normal enemies. So it loses a wee bit of its flavour once you really learn how to do it. It can be annoying, especially in the higher difficulties with all the spectres you get inside the Baron room. I get they did that to make it harder, but it's just a pain in the fucking arse. A pain in the clucking, bucking, fucking, ducking arse, okay? So this is why it is at number 10, and this is why it is on this list. It is not a great end. It is not very imaginative. I hate it. There you go. 9. And now we have the level of Dis, or as I like to call it, Piss. Another boss level. I'm not a fan of the boss levels, right? But believe it or not, this is the last boss level in this list. Didn't mind Tower of Babel so much. It's a wee bit more open than most of them, but this one's quite open as well, but it's just a bore. And you've got a hit scanning enemy that can kill you in seconds, and I'm just, mate, what? I don't know. You fight the Spider Mastermind, and if you really know what you're doing, the level can be over in like 10-30 seconds. 10 to 20 to 30 seconds. And you fight this, it's just a big brain on robotic legs. It's not even that interesting looking. I much prefer the Cyber Demon. Much more interesting, much more scary. Do you know what I mean? You'll fight a total of like 2 mastermind bosses in the entirety of the 4 episodes of Doom. One being here, and the other being at the end of Thy Flesh Consumed. I don't know, this doesn't date for me. Another boring boss level. It's just a big fucking square, really, with a wee building in the middle of it. You'll get other enemies to fight, but really, don't bother your arse with them. Just focus on the spider, it'll be over in a moment, and you'll be like, really? Can we stop with these boss levels because they're absolute shite? 8. Oh my god, this level. Hell bloody beneath. Thy Flesh Consumed level 1. Again, it's a short level. I don't mind them being terribly short. This one just pisses me off because of its difficulty more than anything else. And playing it on ultra violence, for me, it's next to fucking impossible. You get a Barn of Hell. I mean, imagine the first level of any of the other opening games. Like, imagine Hangar, and you get no weaponry, you get no bullets, and then midway through the level is a fucking Barn of Hell. I mean, like, get to fuck, and then you get to another wee section, and it's covered in burny floors, and you can fall off and into a pit of spectres, and then you go inside a wee castle, and then another Baron shows up with dozens of other teleporting Tadgers. No, I can't. I don't like it. I don't like it. And then when you put it in easy, it's boring. And it's over really quickly. And I can't always figure out how to get all the secrets. I forget, or I don't know, or there's a rocket launcher on the level though if you know where to look. Aye, the difficulty can be torturous, and it sets a precedent for the rest of the episode. Yeah, player beware for getting into this one. It's not for the faint of heart. 7. Okay, now we're getting into the right and utter dreg side of the house, you know what I mean? This one is the House of Pain. The House of Boredom is what I would call it. Starts off not too bad. You got your pinky, you got a couple of wee adjacent rooms with some nice enemies to slaughter. Then you get into the halfway point. It's not too bad, but then you get towards the end of the level, and I just don't like the way the end of it, well, say from the half point onward, flows. It feels like two different levels that were smashed together. I mean, they use similar sort of like level tiles, but I don't know, they just feel disjointed to me. It's like, castle, wee futuristic bit, castle, wee futuristic bit, castle, what? I don't know. What? No! And then you get to that fucking skull puzzle. I mean, it's a pillar with 3 pillars, and there's skulls on every side of them. I groan every time I come across it. I'm like, see this puzzle, mate? It's no even interesting, it's just dull. And then you're like, which one is it again? Which one of these 16 fucking buttons, or however many it might be? And then it's like, then you get past that bit, and then there's a whole other section where Perny flowers, Burny floors, barons, fucking cacodemons, pain in the arse. You get to an end point and there's wee stairs and there's hundreds of pinkies. I don't like from the halfway point onwards. It's just shite, half-baked, totally jobby, not fun, pain in the arse. Goes on for maybe a wee bit too long, and which is an odd complaint because I'm usually like, the levels aren't fucking long enough. This one just annoys me because of the ending. See if they cut the end part off. See if it finished before the skull puzzle, and I probably liked it a wee bit better. But no, it didn't, so it goes in the bin. 6. And now it is time that we visited Limbo, another absolute shiter of a level, because the floors in this level are 90% pain floors, red blood, burny barracks. Hate it. It makes backtracking a pain in the arse, and there's lots of backtracking. There's lots of big empty rooms with nothing but ouchy bits that burn your tits, and you have to find teleporters to get to certain parts of other parts of the level so that you can progress, find all your secrets, and finish this Frankenstein's bollocks of shite. It even starts off with you facing enemies, or do they face you? I think the pinky starts facing you, so I couldn't hit the record button in time to get a good bit of footage for this game, which annoyed me even more because I forgot about that. When you're playing it in ultra violence, you get hit with that pish, and it's not a great level because you end up losing so much health because of these floors. See if they even just maybe made that part of the level smaller, or just no pain floors whatsoever. Fine, but I just found it irritating. I can never remember the straightforward way through the level. I'm always backtracking, always pain in the arse. Hate it. So that's why it's here. That's just why it is taking up my time in this video, and your time for watching this video. I hope you agree, for it is like floating in a river of pish. It stinks, and you don't want to be anywhere near it, but sometimes you just have to go with the flow. Do you know what I mean? Put this one in the burner with the rest. 5. Okay, now we've got Hell's Keep. I'll tell you something, Hell can bloody well keep it. It's another opening level, but I think it's by far the worst opening level of the bunch. Yeah, I'd say so, considering it's further down than Hell Beneath. Yeah, this one's really just a bore. It's not got interesting secrets. It's got a couple of corridors and a couple of open rooms, and then you're done. And if you're starting on a pistol start, which everybody is, ultraviolet, it's just a fucking pain in the arse. Trying to find guns, trying to find ammo. The best thing you can do is try and get everything to infight with each other, but that just drags the level out so much that it is really, really dull. And what makes this worse is there's a secret version of this level, which is far better, far more open. There's a cyber demon in the final room, which isn't actually the final room. And you get to backtrack and do a whole lot more other stuff. They should have left that in. Sick of these levels being short as fuck as well. Please do something that's not even... Okay, pause it there. I'll say short isn't equals bad, but this is short equals boring equals terrible. And when there's a better version of it in the same fucking game, please use the better version. You get me? God damn it. God damn it. So, as you can probably tell, I'm not very impressed with this one. In fact, the whole last episode of DooM is a bit of a sore point. I'm really not a big fan of a lot of it. In fact, most of it, I'd say, is just pure shite. And I think you'll find most of it in this video. Not all of it, but most of it. And let's move on to the next one, because this one's putting me to sleep. 4. Right, here we've come to probably the worst secret level of all secret levels in any game, really. This is the Fortress of Mystery, but I have since dubbed it the Fortress of Misery. Bet you didn't see that one coming. What you've got is 2 rooms. One room that looks like some sort of giant fucking cross. Well, it's not a cross, it's got wee nodules in it that you'll find every weapon. And that room's also full of barons. And then there's another room, and that's full of cacodemons. Get them in fight, run around like a twat for 5-10 minutes until they've whittled them down, finish them off with a rocket launcher, grab the soul sphere in the middle if you haven't already done that, get all the guns that you maybe have missed, and then you get the exit room, which is just one small room, and every smaller room off the side has got the keys to finish the level. Pointless shite. I don't know why they put the keys in it. I think they just did it to annoy everybody. In fact, I think they just made this level to annoy everyone. I mean, it's okay at first. The first time you go there, it's like, oh, we can get a bit of infighting, that's funny, that's fun, and la la, blah, 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 blah. But every time after that, I'm like, well, I'm fucking sick of this. And I actually get annoyed with myself because the way you get to this level is through limbo, and it's a secret exit, and I keep forgetting about it, and I'll fucking go to thinking it's the normal exit for limbo, and it's not, and then I get taken to this shit heap, and I'm like, oh, wonderful, now I need to finish this. Now I need to finish this. No! But I do it because it's like moments. But it's just not very imaginative, it's not very well thought out. Complete filler. Rather it wasn't here. End of story. Massive jobby. Next. 3. Now we have arrived at the Slough of Despair, and yes, this one, I think this one actually comes in a little too early for me to enjoy it properly. You don't seem to have a lot of ammo or weapons, and there just seems to be tons of tougher enemies in this level, especially cacodemons, especially lost souls. Lots of shotgun guys as well, but they're in an area where you can sort of fidget past them and not take too much damage. But on a higher difficulty level, like I like to play it on ultraviolence, and I just find this to be a slog of a level on ultraviolence, because like you've not got the ammo, you've not got the weapons. It's the second level in Inferno, or third level, second or third, I can't remember exactly. But it's very, very, very annoying, which is terribly annoying because it's not the worst level in the game. But because of the frustration that gets popped in there, popped up your arse, it shoots out your fucking nose and hits your television, and yeah, it just pisses me off. A lot of wee nooks and crannies to get blindsided from as well, which can be extremely irritating. So, this is why it is what it is. Jobby features. I must say, I think the Lost Souls are the worst. There's like a cloud of them towards the end. There's also a cloud of cacodemons as well, if you go up the left-hand side. Yeah, just, there is at least a Berserk pack in this level, so you can punch the pinkies, punch the Lost Souls if you're good enough. But while you're getting battered into those with your fists, you're usually getting shot by a shotgunner. Pricks. Bastards. Overall, very annoying. That is my conclusion to this level. Very, very annoying. Fuck you. 2. Penultimate level, people. It is Perfect Hatred, and I perfectly hate this because it is shite. It is again another one of these annoying levels. 90% pain floors on 90% level, which is self-explanatory. So you start off, you get these 2 twats that at least have very gracefully got their back to you, so you can pick one off, pick them both off fairly easily, shotgun guy bastards. I can't complete this this level in ultra violence because a pain in the ass. Okay, it's too hard, man. I know a lot of people don't like this. That's what I've been seeing up and down the land of Albion and beyond. Don't like this fucking level because it's a pain in the arse. It's too sadistic. You get blindsided so many times. There's barons for barons. There is an easy cyber demon kill if you know how to do it. I've only done it a couple of times because, believe it or not, I don't play this level very often and I tend to forget. There's also a very limited amount of radiation shields, so if you happen to fall into one when you're falling off one of your platforms, get it up you, I suppose. And yeah, there's jumpy bits, and I'm like, jumpy bits? What is this, Half-Life? Hate it. Hate it with a fucking passion. It's not even that long a level either, it's just... Oh, it's an exercise in frustration, futility, and frustration. The 3 Fs. Here's a 4th F. Fuck you. Okay, with a Y at the end of it, but never mind. Fuck, frustration, futility, lack of fun. Fuck you. Die? Something like that? I don't know, I'm just talking shite now. Yeah, I don't like this level. Never have done, never will do. A pain in the arse no matter what difficulty you play it on, because it's designed to be that way. So whoever designed this, you're a prick! 1. And now we have reached the final episode, the final level, the final number, 10. My most despised level of all the Doom levels, all combined. I hate this one the most, hence why it is at number 1. And it is called, dear listener, The Unholy Cathedral. Very apt, I think. The seat of demonic energy is here. For whoever designed this needs to have their fingernails removed. Well, maybe that's a bit drastic, but you know what I mean. It's a bit shite, and it's just a bit shite. Just a bit of an uninteresting level. Lots of backtracking, lots of ways to miss things, which is fine, and not a problem usually. But it's the teleporter puzzle in the middle of the fucking level that really pisses me off. You've got like 4 exits, and they've all got like 4 or 5 teleporter pads each. Good luck figuring out which is which. I can never remember. I hate it. It doesn't stick in my memory. I've done it before. I've got all the secrets before. But it doesn't stop me from going in circles and circles and circles. And sometimes, guess what? Circles! Trying to find a way through. Try to find a satisfying way through that doesn't just instantly rub my Tadger the wrong way. Of course it always does. End up dying a few times as well. There are secret wee chambers. They're not really secret, but they open up doing different things. Can I remember what? No. Barons, cacodemons, imps. That's fine. Don't really like the level design overall though. And you've probably gathered that. It's just the rooms, and then there's wee sneaky bits, and they're just... Everything about this level just pisses me off. Pisses me off. You can miss a key. I think it's the blue key. Or is it the yellow key? One of the two. I think it's the yellow key. And you miss that fucking thing, and you miss parts of the level. And it's like... Why did you make it like this? Because it was rushed, I believe. I believe the last section of Doom was rushed. And I'm not surprised, because it really does show. The Inferno, I don't like it very much. I actually skip it now more than I play it. Probably why I can't remember the way through these bloody levels. Yeah, it's fucking annoying. I hate it. This game is one of the greatest games ever, and it's just sad when it gets let down by poor level design, and that's what this is. Of course, this is all my opinion. You might not agree, but tough if you don't agree, because this is what it is. The game is great otherwise. This is just shite, and you know what? I'm going to leave it here. I'm going to thank everybody for watching. Hope you enjoyed yourself here. Hope you subscribe and come back, my dear. And if you don't, I will cry. Good night.